My God, this looks better than what it did. Oh, hey there. This is Chris with the Reptiles and Oddities. See this rabbit cage? It's not done yet, but the winter storm that we had completely destroyed this thing. And I had a rabbit loose that, thank God, my wife and I saw it, and it's hanging around, and we cornered it and caught it. It was that male that's going to be in that one that y'all will see later on in the video. So, you want to see how this thing looked in the aftermath when the dogs showed up and was trying to attack my rabbits. That had to run off with a axe and a throwing knife, because we're not allowed to shoot a gun in city limits. And let's see the rabbits up close. And I know rabbits aren't reptiles, they're mammals, they're part of the rodent family, but we use rabbits to feed the Burmese, the female reticulated python, the female olive python. It's these two when they get big, and the female Burmese. So I got 4 snakes, one that currently eats rabbits right now, and 3 more that's going to eventually eat rabbits. And I plan on getting a green anaconda eventually, and I'm getting established on breeding rabbits, so therefore we had to feed that thing too. So it's all in the process of raising your own food. So if y'all want to stick around and watch how I built this thing back up from being completely destroyed, well, stick around and enjoy the video. I'll try to not make this too long. So, oh yeah, you better like my shirt, Reptiles and Oddities. There's the back, has my logo on it. I do plan on making some more of these, but I'm also going to be making new ones. I even got one for Breast Cancer Awareness Month whenever it arrives. That's going to be awesome. So, shirts are $30 and plus shipping. So, the print, I made it myself, and my logo came from Take Some Exotics. And but the future shirts I'm making are completely mine. And I order the prints from ninjaprint.com, and I press on myself, and I'll ship them up myself. I have Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. That is if anybody's interested. And when I get the new shirts in, I'll show them on this channel. So, yee! You know, again, not reptiles, but reptile food. That's it. So it kind of coexists with reptiles, the food part of it. Okay, I'm gonna shut them, let y'all enjoy the video. Okay. Well, hello everybody. This is Chris with Reptiles and Oddities. In this video, we're not working with the reptiles, but we are going to be working with the reptiles' food, because it's late at night and just heard this. So, as you can tell, all behind me, it's all snow and ice. So, it sucks, but hey, we're here. Things have been falling around. I'm using a spotlight because that's how y'all going to see. I got to come out and check on them. I did 2 of them that looked like they were going to get loose. One did get loose. Thank God he hanged around the cages. But yeah, so let me flip the camera around and show y'all. Yep. And you see this cage completely got fucked up. Damn, that's basically trash now. I don't know if I can fix that. Zoom out. So, and then we got rabbits galore. Their water system's all screwed up. These cages. Thank God the box itself is still good. But, yeah. So this is how one got loose. Back there, you see the hide, the hole? And you see that hole? I don't know if y'all can see that, but on the other side of that screen, or cage, yeah. It basically lifted that whole thing up, and enough where the rabbit got loose. Thank God he hung around. My wife and I cornered it, and we got it in the cage. This one, I was thinking it could. I was thinking, okay, hopefully not. Now these, they're not gonna get out. These females won't. So we're good on that. Let's come over here and check on this one. Yeah, no, we're gonna be good tonight. No other rabbit's gonna get loose. So, god damn, this fucking sucked. This sucked. So, some cages do have some bins like this one. Yeah, they all have bins out there because the snow got on the tin and just weighed it the hell down. So, shit. I'm gonna see about getting this tin off here, and we'll see about if we can fix it a little bit. But damn, and the damn light's about to go out, motherfucker. So this is gonna be the dark. So I'm gonna have to fix it with a Band-Aid for now, and then tomorrow we'll come back out and I'll take all the rabbits out. We'll put them in here because this is where the two males are. They have lights going out. Here's one male, the other male's in there. So we'll take both males and put them in there, and then all females will go in one of them, and then I can take this apart and weld those legs on there and fix it up correctly. So I'm gonna have to get a new water line, run it on top probably, unless I can scavenge something up. So light keeps on going out. Actually, zoom in there. Here's the phone light. So, god dang it. Yeah, I was hoping this wouldn't do this, but it did. So, alright, we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Well, it's time to work on the rabbits. And we had a couple dogs down here that was trying to get into the rabbit, so I got my little BB gun. So in case they're down here, I'm gonna have to pop one, because they were kind of vicious. Because I actually, thank goodness, I had a piece of metal rod with me, because one kind of came at me and was trying to bite me. So it's bright out here. I got blue eyes, so anybody with blue eyes in the sun, you know it sucks. So let me flip the camera around, get down here, and I'll show you where they started digging. Thank goodness I caught them in time. Alright, anything down here? With this boat, it's kind of hard to see around. So, alright, nothing here. You can see where they were digging over there. Yeah, we have a problem here in my town. Bunch of feral cats and feral dogs. Feral cats, they attack the small animals and stuff like that, but the feral dogs, dear Lord, they'll attack you and they go after your animals. So, yeah, daylight's on now. You can see all the carnage that happened. Now here's what the dogs are doing. Rabbits are wanting food right now, so I'll feed them after we get it all done. But as you can tell, they were digging under here trying to get to that rabbit. So, and what it was there was a mixed breed and there was a German Shepherd. So they didn't tear none of the wires up, and the more I get into it, take this thing apart, then I might actually find somewhere they tore up. But this ice being, oh wait, there's a track. There's their toenails. Yeah, there's another one of their toenails digging in. And see the tracks right there? Yeah. I chased them. Well, I didn't chase them, I walked behind them, yelling at them, telling them to get away. Down here with that pipe, and they started taking off. So, yeah, just seeing if maybe there's some tracks right there. It almost looks like they came from that direction. I've had dogs here before, and to deal with snow and ice, you can track real easy in this stuff. Yeah, I don't see nothing over here, so yeah, I think they came from over there. One had a collar on it, so might have been someone's pet that got loose. But I'm like this: if one of my snakes get out and get in someone's yard and you find it, 9 out of 10, you're not gonna say, oh, your pet snake got over here. No, you're probably gonna chop its head off. So if one of your animals get in my yard that's trying to get to one of my animals, or attack one of my kids or something like that, or my wife or me, well, I'm going to, yeah, it's not going to look good for that animal. I'm not going to torture it, no. But it'll be quick, that's all I'm going to say. So, one thing I am going to get is I cannot fire an actual firearm here in my town. But no one said anything about a BB gun, a CO2 BB gun. So, that is only to protect my animals. And these animals are a vital key to my big species. For instance, that's what I feed my Burmese and my future olive python and the you hear that? That's a hawk that's going through there. That's pretty cool. Red-tailed hawk. But yeah, they're going to feed all the big species animals like the retics, the olives, and the burms, and heck, maybe the anaconda when I get it. So yeah. So yeah, like I said, I raise my own food. So yeah, all right, let's shut up and put the camera on the tripod and get to work. Okay, with all that done, yeah, I'm gonna have to level this out so I can put the boards in. They're gonna be the feet for this thing, because it's physics, guys. If you have a wide foot, it's not gonna sink into the ground quicker. It'll go a lot slower than a skinny foot. So yeah, no signs of those dogs yet. So yeah, these are their little huts. They're nothing special. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to come back and fix them up, especially with the gap that's in them, because that sucks with water, and that's what all the sides are done. So I'm probably gonna come back and fix this things up. I actually want to paint them so it's still the wood up. I might do that once it dries, see if I can save some of the wood from further on rotting away. But yeah, especially the particle wood, it's not good. It's not good in weather. So we got all the rabbits except for that one. She's in that one because she's the one that wants to start fights with the other females. So I got 4 females and 2 males right now. And the deal is, I think 2 of the females are pregnant. So I really hope this doesn't stress them out to where they lose the babies. So that's just it. So we'll quickly get this welded up, and then we'll get a look, put it back over here. I don't know, we might move it, but I don't know, we'll figure that out. Kind of like it right here, coming towards the back of the property. So it's kind of out of the way. And they got shade definitely in the summertime with all these trees. So this is like the most shaded spot in the summertime. Only sun comes when it's like right there, because those trees all bloom up and cover really good. Also, I have that tin that's going to go over the top of them, that I'm going to use 2x4s, and I got some more we're going to use to hoist them up and hold it above it at a slant, so when it rains it just runs off. But looking at the cages, I don't think they're too bent out of whack. I mean, they got some bend to them when it fell. Good thing the dogs didn't get to the wire, so we're all good on that. So I don't know why there's chicken wire on top of these things. This was a deal where I got it from a gentleman for $400. It came with, oh god, 16, 18 rabbits. And the older ones I went ahead and euthanized with the dry ice treatment and fed them off to like the berms, the ones he did eat, and then I froze the rest. So I still got more in the fridge right now in the freezer for the berms whenever he gets out of his little brumation kind of deal that he's doing, because he's turned off from feeding. He's interested, he just won't eat, and I think it's due to the temperatures. So I am working on that cage to make it better. I got a plan and everything I'm going with. So, but right now our main focus is getting these rabbits taken care of. Cannot have them on the ground because their feces and urine will collect and be bad. Be no bama jamma at all. So the males are getting after it. Hey, yeah, they're getting after it. Hey, stop. Stop. You know, you're not getting out. I have nowhere for you to go right now. Your cage is destroyed. It fell, and there's a big hole in the back where y'all just get out. So y'all have to go in here. I think it's because they're wanting to do it and the other one's not wanting to, because they're the same. So yeah, crazy. Okay, well, let's walk back up here. I need to take the tripod, because how the hell are you going to see me welding on a reptile channel? How fun. But hey, that's not just reptiles, it's everything reptile related. That's their food also. So what we're looking at here is a deer stand. It's the deer ladder that has these legs on it that welded. The little L bracket is for over here, or actually on this side. So therefore, when their huts set, it rests on that. So yeah, and then that's it. So that's really it. So I'm going to weld this up because this spins real easy. So I'm going to put a weld on both sides. We're going to weld both spots, both sides. But first, this metal is so dirty. I'm going to have to take a grinder or metal wheel or something, scrape it down to bare metal so I can get a good contact. Scrape it down here too, so I can at least have good ground, which actually I'll do this side since my welder's right there. I'll do this side first, and then I'll flip it around and do the other side. So, and I think the welds actually went right here on this real thick metal. So I'll take a grinder, grind all that off, and then we'll put that on there. Actually looking at it, judging it, no, I think it needs to be right here, honestly. Right in this area, another foot, because that might lean too much over here, won't support over here. So more closer to divide here. So the halfway point from there to there be here. So yeah, we'll do that for that side, that and this side. And the rabbits are going after again. I'm gonna have to find something to put them in. I don't have nothing to put them in. I really don't. But we got this thick wood right here that we're going to take it off, and we're going to use the two sides for the feet. We're going to put them on there and mount the rods down onto it, either with U-nails or something like that, and get it hooked in there to where it will use as feet, because this won't sink into the ground nowhere near as fast as like little rods. So there. Okay, well, I don't know what the hell's going on with me. I cannot weld straight. Rabbits getting after again. The males are. I'm glad I'm about done. I can start putting them back in. The males are gonna be the first ones to get. I can hear those dogs barking over there. So I'm ready if they come over here, but yeah. Those rabbits, just gotta deal with it for just a little bit longer. But not bad welds. But then I started going sloppy. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like this one, it's on there. But shit, I know I can weld better than that. I don't know if it's just my stance. Was it the welder? I mean, this is so cheapo, one from Harbor Freight. But it gets the job done. I mean, these aren't coming off. They're on there. So I got that welded up. Got these welded up. So later on, I would like to come back and sandblast this thing, because just look, it's filthy, but it serves its purpose, and it's actually clean metal underneath. That's what's amazing. So now it's time to drag the thing back down there and start setting everything back up and get those male rabbits inside their cages. Also, found this out. That don't line up with that. Yeah. And then that obviously doesn't line up, as you can tell. So what's going to happen is we're going to cut that back off 9 out of 10. Might want to do it here, honestly, since I have the stuff here. So yeah, let me get that cut off and then I'll drag it all down there. Okay, well, sucks. Well, I got it in here. Still got to get the piece of wood that I'm going to use. The woods I'm going to be using. What sucks is that went ahead and broke off. So, yeah. Oh boy. I couldn't really get in there and clean that well. So, we're going to think of something. Maybe just rest it up on there. Maybe get some glue or something. Do that, because I can't stretch the welder down here, and I'll tip it over, and I'm not going to get that thing back up with the cylinder it's on it. The CO2 gas or whatever. Aragon. Yeah. But as far as that piece, I'm going to hit it with a hammer. But right now, I'm going to get the pieces of wood to go up under them. And then we'll come back to this thing. Okay, well, it's been a pain in the butt, of course. Nothing's easy, because being without fasteners on those pieces of wood, it likes to slide and likes to lean, as you might have caught it. So, but I got it on, and I still got to run to the store for a couple things. I got to get a cutoff wheel. I got to get more lines, because they chewed them up pretty bad, and this stuff's just Frankensteined all together for the irrigation system, their water system. And then, but what I am going to do before I go, I'm going to zip tie everything down to the rails, and then I'm going to take a staple gun and staple the cage to the opening of that. As you can tell, it's been cut. So that's their hut. But what's nice about it is, like I said, these set on top of them, they're not going to just sink into the ground like they did right off the bat since I stuck it in. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot better. Now, like I said, just gotta go get 4 fasteners, like U-bolts kind of thing, or U-nails, big ones, to hammer in to the wood, or actually 8 long screws with hangers tape on it would actually work too. Or hangers tape and screws would work too. Multiple things to secure these legs down to this wood, because wind would knock it over right now. An earthquake would knock it over, and yes, we do get small earthquakes here because of them injecting salt water into our into the underground, hundreds of feet under Oklahoma, causing the earthquakes. They're not major, but you can feel them, and they do knock some stuff over. Something like this probably wouldn't get knocked over. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all the zip ties, or existing zip ties, off, and we'll get these fixed up, and I'll move the rabbits back into here. So honestly, I'll probably end up moving everybody in before I leave, because I can get these things, like I said, zip tied to the bottom here and stapled back there, and honestly, they're ready to go in. Go ahead and feed them. I won't be able to water them because, one, I think that's still frozen. And yeah, but what I've been doing is I've been bringing lukewarm water out here now for them and that one did it. Yeah, making it drop did cause some problems, some fitment issues now. But yeah, I've been doing that, and that's what they've been drinking since their lines are frozen. So I think they're getting unthawed now. Actually, all the water ran out of the lines because see some ice still here. So yeah, I'll get this all cut off, and then what I want to do is somehow take 2x4s and put what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces on here. That's going to hold the tin on there. I want it just above here, and I want it to go down at a slant. So that might be in this video, that might be in the next. I got to see what I have up there. Let's see if we can see this little guy. Let's zoom in. You see him right there? Woodpecker. Let's see if we can focus in. I don't know if y'all can see him really well. I know the camera's not bringing it out really well. That's a little woodpecker. It's freaking awesome. I love hearing our native wildlife. Let's zoom out. Alright, well, we got the cages all done. Look, it's so much better. Got nice spacing in between here. This is setting a little high because I still need to cut off that piece. I just have a grinder wheel, not a cutoff wheel. So I got enough extension cord. I'll run it out here as soon as I go get a grinder wheel or a cutoff wheel, and I'll cut that thing off, and that will set perfectly leveled. I do have it to where it is raised up just enough so whenever the piece is cut, it'll literally lay flat. So we got it all set up. All the cages are good to go. There is food in every one of them. And this is the only one that has the flap on it. I need to either build the flap or buy new ones. But anyway, also it's nice that the dog, neighbor dog, he's really nice. Doesn't bother the rabbits at all. I know he can smell them and he sees them, but he just doesn't bother them. That's awesome. He'll actually alert when there's other dogs around here messing with these rabbits. And while I was working on welding too, I could hear those 2 dogs that were messing around with the rabbits. So yeah, yeah, it is a straight mess right here. It's going to be a mess because the stuff is starting to melt away because we're above freezing. Actually, I feel pretty damn good today. I'm out here with no jacket on now. But yeah, so we got the cages all set up. Again, this came from a gentleman that was selling them, kind of word of mouth. And he was getting out of it. He said he was not home often at all, and he didn't want his dad that was like in his 90s taking care of these rabbits in case he falls or something, and he'd be the only one there at the house. So he's like, he just doesn't want it no more. So we worked on a deal, and the dude was really nice. He let me borrow his trailer, and I didn't know this guy. That's called country or southern hospitality right there. Okay, I just told him my name, my number. He messaged me he got my number and all that. So he let me borrow his trailer and bring all this down. Now that is going to be silly, just set by the road. I don't know, I might could actually hammer it out and make it, but I don't really need it. I don't want that many rabbits. But when I breed some of them and they have babies, I need somewhere the little ones can go. So I don't know, I might need to keep them. But yeah, so you can hear that woodpecker up there. I don't know if the camera's picking up, but I can hear him up there. Really awesome. But yeah, so the back of the cage is stapled to there. We got a zip tied to this, so this is not coming off. So we still need to fasten everything down, and that's it. So now we can actually start moving rabbits over, and we'll start with the females and put the females in and put the males at the end. So we'll do that and we'll cut back. Okay, so we got the rabbits in. These are going to be the females, and I'll show you them. Bring in some water. So this is a female right here, real pretty black one. This one's just absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. This one's beautiful, the gray and white one, and she is actually pretty nice. She's probably my nicest rabbit that I do have. The others will try to kick you. And this one, she is absolutely skittish. She's probably my oldest one. So, and then you got this female. She's the black and white one. She's gorgeous, as you can tell, skittish. And we got this male right here, all black male. And we have this male, which will come back here and we'll open it so you can see him. He is gray and white too. So, yeah, their huts are not completely sealed. I do want to change that. I want to seal it completely where there's no wind, no water getting in here. And again, we're going to come back and paint this thing later in the summer once everything is dried. So they have a complete dry spot to get to when they need to. That is hay, as long as they don't eat the hay that is in there for warmth, because that's what I did for this winter storm that we got. I put hay in there for them. As you can see, it's on the ground too. But yeah, I packed the huts with hay so they could go in there and get warm. So, and then as for water, since all the water lines froze up, I went and brought out a jug of water that was, like I said, lukewarm water, not hot water, not straight warm water, just enough for them to drink and get at least some water. So that dog's alerted over there. So I'm always wondering if those dogs are going to come back. So I got the chicken wire off of this thing. I don't know why there was chicken wire on it, but yeah, yeah, I don't know. So, and that black line over there, as you see, is a misting system that connects here too on a timer. So therefore it mists in the summer to keep them nice and cool for them to breathe throughout the summer. Actually, there might be something up front, like the mailman or something. That's why that dog's alert. But yeah, so I need to come back. Fasten that tin on there for it to actually work instead of just laying it on top. That's gonna be the fun part, trying to figure this out. That I might just lay the tin on there for now and then come back and figure something out later on. I do need to run to the store and figure something out about their water lines, because all these water lines, I mean, I can make some of them work, but for instance, I got one, that black male in there, he likes to chew his freaking lines. Let's see which one was his. Come on, where is it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I know I have a piece in there that's from him. I think I might actually threw it to the side somewhere. But he would chew his lines up, causing a major system fail in here. So yeah, I don't see it at all. But I do need to clean up. Oh wait, right there it is. Yeah, this is from him most recently right here. So that's trash. Can't use that. But I have the fittings in there, so we'll see. Now what I want to do is run this line up above it and then come down. So therefore, less chances of them chewing it. Actually have it away from the screen, because the way the gentleman, when I bought it from, had it, I just put it back together the way he had it zip tied to the screen, or to the wire itself, so the rabbits could actually access it. So once one chews it, which is typically this male, that whole thing empties. They don't have water. I have lost a couple rabbits because of that on him when we went on like a small vacation, and he did it, and then they ran out of water after I just filled that thing up. So trying to fix that so I don't run into losing rabbits. So okay guys, well, I'm not done with y'all yet. We'll still get y'all fixed up even better. So rabbits are actually cute. I like rabbits. Yeah, but I have a big snake and they need to eat. So, but these are my breeding stock right here. So I'm just giving them nutrition, water, shelter, and as little stress as possible. Dealing with predators and stuff. I need to get this thing. This thing's messed up. Might be just because it's cold. But I got these because they quickly snap back when they're not cold. For raccoons and stuff. Maybe raccoons couldn't open that as easy as just and then done. So, alright. Clean the mess up. Okay. Well, we got the water line from Lowe's. Swear to God, I get this so much cheaper offline. But got 20 feet. So it's 21 feet from there to the very end. So what I figured is the odd and end pieces there could honestly go for there. I'm gonna see if I can actually scoot that closer to this, so therefore maybe make up about a foot or so. So I'm gonna use all of this and a little bit of that shit. Also, I hope I have enough of these laying here that I could actually use. So, and saying that, it's probably full of water. Yeah, I can't fill it up because fucking water line's probably fucking frozen still. So yeah, I did not get the hangers tape for those because I don't have the money. Didn't work this week, so money's gonna be tight. But yeah, yeah, let's get this water line hooked up and stop talking. Okay, well, we're done. Didn't get everything that I wanted, like I was saying. So we're going to be done with this video, because if not, it might be a few weeks before I get done. So just to make sure I get done today and with this video, yeah. So we're going to start off with the water. For some reason I thought it'd be awesome that I didn't reuse any of the lines for the main line. So in order to do that, I would have to move this thing down here. Big problem. That is lower than that. So therefore, gravity won't feed through this. So, and it's still frozen. So, well, after a few days, after this nice sunny weather, it'll be de-thawed. We can empty the water out and move the damn thing back up there and then hook it all. That's why that line's already there, because there's a union right there. So yeah, but we're not going to deal with rabbits chewing the lines no more. So I know buddy, I know you're trying to get water, but I have to bring water out to you. So, because I cannot get water out here at all. So, but yeah, so we got the tin fastened to. I know I was talking about I want to put wood on the side and actually hoist this thing up a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to do that because I don't see nowhere I can actually fasten metal and wood. So yeah, so what I did is I zip tied everything to the screen. So it's all zip tied. So when a nice gust of wind comes through it, it lifts everything up like a kite. Hope that doesn't happen. But the main thing is, oh shit, we're going to shorten that line up because look, it's touching. And if it touches the cage, it means you will chew it. Don't need that. So let's go through here and just check them and make sure. So this one I can shorten down a lot shorter, and I'll do that so it doesn't have a kink in it. And so we're good there. I actually took this line and put it on top of the tin instead of under it. So yeah. So let's see. That one's touching, this one's good, and that's good. So nothing's touching at all. So we're good. So rabbits are good. Rabbits are sealed. Rabbit is fine. Rabbit is good. I think that's off the Twisters movie. Should know. This is Oklahoma. One of Oklahoma's best movies out there. Twisters and Twisters. So sounds like a bird down there. Yeah, dog caught attention of it. So there's a bird or something down there. Yeah, so rabbits are all good. Rabbits are fed. I'll bring some water out to them after I end this video. So their legs are good. I will need to come back and fasten everything to there. So make sure it doesn't tip over. And then once that thing dethaws, we'll lift that up on top of there. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank goodness I got everything hooked up and sealed and good to go and didn't lose no rabbits over the winter. So okay guys, until next time, subscribe, hit that notification bell so when I post a video y'all know. If you want to ask me questions, just hang out. Catch me on TikTok. I'm going live at least 3 times a week until I set my schedule, and I'll be sooner than that or more than that hopefully. So next content will be reptile content. Don't worry about that. So we just got to make sure we take care of the big snake's food first. So until next time, support US Ark. Love your reptiles. Know where your food's coming from, and it's healthy for your animals because healthy food is healthy reptiles. Until next time, y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all whenever. Adios, muchachos.